Ooh, what is up, guys? It's your brother Swag37 here again to play some Papa Louie's Burgeria. Alright, and today I got my DBZ shirt, right? My DBZ pants, and they've all fit me since the 7th grade. For the record, I was 13, and that was 7 years ago. But now, let's get in to the game. So last time, I think we stopped at, I can't even remember. Dude, last night was such a blur. I feel kind of stupid for saying that. But we did get $43. So I guess you can say we were $43 richer. We stopped on like day 7 and then just called it for right then and there. But what can we really buy with $43? I'm gonna be honest. My kid still probably has never made it this far in the entire game. I know, right? Because you know, whenever you're in school, right, and you got those computer labs, you can't really stay in there for too long because then the teachers will immediately be like, it's time for you to go back to class. And be like, but teach, man, what are we learning? AR points? Like, come on, bro, what are we doing? Kingsley, king me. Currently, right now, we got some Tyson's chicken nuggies. Yes, I know about the supposed rumors about them having shards inside of their nuggets, but that was a callback that happened, I think, a few months ago. Still terrified me. Made me worried about going to my local Dollar General. Alright. Kingsley wants the usual. Bun, pickle, patty, ketchup, onions, mustard, and another bun. Man, it'd be a real football game. So we got football. Today is Friday, and I can't wait to go out and see one of the football games today. It's gonna be an away game this time. Oh shoot! It actually lets me know that people are in the store now. What ability is that? Alberto, what do you want? Same as usual. Man, you gotta spice up your burger, man. Always be getting the same thing, man. As if I'm not the same one to be blaming for that. So when it gets a little bit crispy, right there, okay. We did this last time. It's no different. You know that I think they're gonna make like a new competitor for like The Sims, right? And I forgot what the game's called. I'm sorry. Like I'm saying, oh, look at the new game for The Sims. But I do want to try it out. But currently they put The Sims 4 for free. Now, I remember whenever The Sims 4 was on the PlayStation Plus, when that first came out, I remember downloading it and I hated it. And the reason why I hated it was because the controls were super wonky while trying to play it. Like, I really hated the controls on controller. Now, that's one of those games I would recommend that you would play it on a PC rather than on a controller. There's like only a few games I would recommend where it's like a PC over controller, right? Like Sid Meier's Civilization. That's a good example. I remember downloading that for the Game Pass. Okay, I'll get this lady too. I remember downloading that for the Game Pass, and man, it was annoying. It was truly annoying to try to play the game. Look, bro, I'm not OCD. I just like how my cards like organized, bro. I don't like when stuff goes around everywhere. It reminds me of my pizza job when I was working at that, where I would have to. Ooh-wee! 999. I was sitting here like something happened bad. I was like, there's no way I messed up that drastically. I'm gonna put cheese on here. I'm gonna put burger on there. Put another thing of cheese on here. Put a tomato and then a bun, and then close out the meal. All right, Alberto, what we got this time? Hallelujah. Wally team. William Walter Thompson. I see you, Wally. This is my first meal eating these chicken nuggets. Really happy to be able to eat this, bro. I recently have watched. I literally just watched Slackin'. Now I used to watch Slackin' earlier this year when he was first popping off with the I think it was like the Neon or the Jinxie thing. And I'm not gonna talk about Jinxie too much, obviously, right? Because he's not really related to this. Plus, he probably copyright strike me, even though I don't know what he or take down my video. One of the two. What did Daniel say? Wow, I didn't know. I didn't know you being a part of the video means that you own the video. Like that's crazy. But Big Polly, Big Polly. Ooh, stop it! Don't hurt him now. Let me get some ketchup into his house. A bit of onions. Les mustard. Can you hurry up? Hold on a second. Like, okay, I need a little bit more to entertain with these people because it's kind of hard to get their attention and get this. Biggie P is gonna be ordering like a bajillion things up the wazoo. But I was saying I was watching Slackens video. Like I used to watch him like in January and stuff. I kind of keep up to date with him, but it wasn't until recently where he talked about the phase drama or whatever. But I'm gonna be honest, he did say it could be fake because they were talking about like some little publicity stunt that they were doing or whatever. Ooh, I almost messed that one up. But I could see that happening. I could definitely see all that going through. Like it just being like this whole non-big ordeal. Which is more than likely true. Right. But nah, cause at first I was sitting here like, dude, these guys literally have these multi-million houses and stuff. Stuff people would literally like end people's lives for. Just to be like, nah, I'ma ruin that. I would say I was whatever about the whole entire thing, what they were doing, until they started ripping out graphics cards, and that's when I was like, I don't care if you're my worst enemy. You could be flipping Chima, bro. I'm not gonna rip out your graphics card. That is a crazy thing that you should do. But pretty much to sum up what I was gonna say is that like apparently there was like this whole thing where they're just like one dude did something and someone did something and then now it's just like a whole, oh, we're gonna destroy this and destroy beds and stuff. It apparently got so bad that they got kicked out of their home. But like they said, you can get evicted, but on such a short notice, I don't think that would happen. Right? I'm no landlord. I will say that I'm no landlord, but I can at least tell you this: they at least got to give you time to leave the vacay premises. Right? They don't just immediately kick you out and just say, "Yo, take your things, go home." Like they don't do that. They give you like I think like at least a week. At least a week's worth of notice. They'll be like, yo, you gotta oogie boogie boogie jiggle wiggle and dance. Or something like that. And then oh shoot, okay, let's go Taylor. My man. And currently, we're watching the My Apology to Jinxie and Brecky Hill. We watched the Neon's Delusional Career. That's whenever we I think first started watching this, man. Somewhere around there. And it just kind of went on ever since. I like that guy. I really do. But it is one thing I don't like about these two dudes, him and Nico, which is that Minecraft YouTuber guy that talks about life advice. Both of them for their like, I guess their channel banners in the back, right? You know when you click on a channel and you see their banner or whatever. And ad time. Ugh. Tastes like dish soap. You know, Slacken and Nico both have something I don't like, and that's the channel banner. Which is the thing that you click on whenever you like look at a channel. You see the like banner icon, the rectangle thing in the back. Theirs is pretty much just a comment of someone saying something like, "You're a failure," pretty much being like, "You won't do anything good for your entirety." And then they put down their front. And I was telling my friends, I was like, I think that's kind of silly. Mitch! I'm sorry, I feel like spaz out attacking. I remembered that Papa Louie's game. I remember playing that on Ancon. Y'all ever heard of y'all will probably be never known what Ancon is. Never. I like the games that I will tell you right now, you will never probably have heard of. Like, it's just insane. I guess it's the benefits of living in the middle of nowhere sometimes. Because I'm sitting here like, dude, there's no way that none of these guys know any of these games. For example, Ancon. I could guarantee you, if I went to like 100 random people around here, they would definitely know what Ancon is. If I went to like Florida and I asked 100 people what Ancon was, they would never know. They would never know. No one would know what Ancon is. Because it's just that game, bro. I think it got shut down recently because Adobe Flash is apparently not used. And those people don't like to update with the times. So they were just like, nah, I'm good. But nah, I just think it's just really corny to have your background like that. Because that pretty much shows that whoever was your hater or heckler, it got to you. And so you put that as a front. Because I know they'd say, like, it didn't really get to me and they actually built me up. But realistically, bro, I'm going to be honest. I'm not trying to come over here and vent and do a whole entire thing. I'm just simply saying, that is some corny mess to do, alright? It's come from the guy, the king of cringe, alright? That is corny, extremely, to a degree. Because you're pretty much signifying that, yeah, that got under my skin. And now I feel sad. I need to get to work, man. Boss is over here sitting here like, dude, what are you doing, man? I'm like, I'm just playing video games. He's like, well, stop playing video games and realize that Omera Omnia, I used to call it Omera Operative, the Final Fantasy phone game. I remember I used to play that when I was in my pizza job for a good while. And then the company sadly had to take down the game, as it was kind of old. Not that it wasn't doing any numbers. Oh no 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 no. It was just that it was getting older, you know, seeing things slower, and they were just like, "We're sorry, we're just gonna have to close this down. It's just getting too old." And so they like, clicked it out, and I was very sad, cause that was a game I used to play back in like the 6th grade. I remember when I first got my iPhone. It was an iPhone 6S. My biggie boy. I had to get that one. There was no way. You're putting the two legendary biggest dudes in the century of America right next to each other. I'm looked out. I feel bad for my man Wally T. My man's sitting here not knowing what to do, man. Can I get these people some chairs? Like, dang. That's like going to Olive Garden, having a wait time, and then waiting. But standing up, you have to stand up and wait. What was that one thing called? It's like, it's like this one place, right? And they got, I think it's like the scenery is you walk in, you look to the left, there's some fish, and you look up to the ceiling. It's like these little like fin fans that keep like propelling themselves. Is it called? Not Checkers, Cheezers? What is that restaurant called? I don't know what it is. If you know remotely at all what I am talking about, please let me know. That's gonna bother me for a while. Hallelujah. Alright, let's get focused a little bit. With the mayo right there. My Yeezys, Junior, my Yeezy. You seen that thing with SML where they did the Super Mario Logan, where they did or I guess you could call it Super Marvin Logan? The one on TikTok was pretty much making like the it was a thing I guess someone made in the past, but pretty much what it was like how they had the Marvin toy, the new Mario plushie, and then the original Mario plushie, pretty much being like, that's not me and I'm not him. We are two different entire people, because the creator likes to just write random stuff over and over and over again, which is true. I will give Logan this. As someone who used to watch SML actually before 2017, like before Jeffy, I will say it has changed drastically. For better or for worse. I have tried to rock with most of his newer stuff, and I do usually rock with it until it was to a certain point where they were making like the whole it was this thing where Brooklyn guy, have you ever heard of him? He used to be a good background character, pretty down to earth, right? But then eventually he started being like the filler guy. The guy that like put in like a little bit of filler when they didn't know what to do for their ideas, so they would just make Nintendo draw these terrible animations and do their thing. And I know you're probably like, oh, you're one to talk, okay? And I'm like, all right, well, you see, look, I'm inexperienced. This whole thing I'm doing is all inexperienced. I do not know what I did. Like, you know my first Roblox video, I didn't know what I was doing. I literally went to DaVinci Resolve, and all I did was trim. That's all I did. That's all I literally did. All I literally did was trim. I literally just cut out video segments and then just called it a day. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to put the edits. I didn't know how to put a picture. I was like, putting a picture was the biggest thing I probably ever did. That and trimming. So I was like, I felt pretty proud of myself to be able to at least put one more picture. But nah, like, they started giving me core memories about all these other stuff. And I remember watching Toad's Mistake a lot. If you had to ask me which one that I'd first get like exposed to, was Toad's Mistake. And I remember used to watching so many Toad's Mistake videos that it was unfunny. That was like my crack. That was my brain rot right there, man. That was like it. I don't do drugs, by the way, because I think they're stupid. But like, that was my whole entire. That burger is so slanted. I'd have beat myself for that. I'd have beat myself up if I saw my burger that slanted. All right, let me keep building though. I used to watch that, and I remember I saw the one with Shrek, and Shrek had the knife and was lining it up with Toad, and the cheesecake. That had me crying. Like, on that Dell laptop from the Adventure Quest video, because I keep forgetting what the thing was. That laptop, though it had a bit of crackling in it, because the speakers were kind of bad, that had me in hysterics when I saw Shrek be like, Toad, what you lighted? I was like, bruh, stop it, man. That had me just in tears. Pure bawling. Alright, what Kingsley got to say, man? He said, I didn't like the fact that you had to make me stand, but hey, at least I got my meal. I'm like, hey, at the end of the day, I mean, that's all that matters. I remember going to Whataburger, What-a-Burger, right? I remember I ordered like a cheeseburger and a sweet tea. And I had ordered those two items. And when I got my meal, the meal wasn't that. It was like macaroni. It was a whole different like shibuki. And I was like, oh man. So I had to make a whole U-turn around and then go back into the Whataburger. And I went to the front counter, and the one lady's like, may I help you? I was like, yes, ma'am. I seem to have gotten the wrong order. This was my receipt, and I showed them my receipt, and this was the thing I got. And then I showed them that. They're like, oh, so you were that person. I was like, yes. Like, I mean, I didn't know how to really respond. I was like, yes, ma'am. And then one of the ladies was sitting there just like, oh my goodness, I'm so, like, cause she had messed up my order. She saw me, and then she realized, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm deeply sorry. It will never happen again. Please, I promise. I had to turn around. I looked at her. I said, lady, and I smiled at her. I said, it's okay. And I walked away. Because I've been there. I have been in those situations. Like I said, you think that I'm just sitting here going on this random tangent trying to be this guy? No, I have sat on an oven for 7 straight months in the summer Texas heat. All right, southeastern. Welcome to Houston. I'm Bill Ingram. I have sat on there for like the 7 hours straight. Part-time, by the way. There's gonna be an ad up here. I'm gonna be so sick. Why do you give me ads? And it was a grill. It was a grill commercial. What, green eggs and ham? I actually did like green eggs and ham. I remember I had that in kindergarten. No. But yeah, I felt so bad for her because I'm like, nah, dude, like it's cool. Tony, Toadmeister. She'd like it if it was. She'd like it if it was Tony Lo.
That's it. Stop it.
Oh, my arm, shoulder. Ew! You fiend! You belligerent fiend! He wants his burger half cooked? You want it cold? Still mooing? Look, we got cows outside, man. You're literally just behind this window. Bro, I will give you a live cow. Mom. I love this so much. This is so fun. I love this. Nah, I felt bad because like I could relate to her. You know what I'm saying? I've been in those positions, being on the oven and stuff like that. You know, fun fact, I actually never really knew how to I knew how to kind of cook the meals, but I didn't know how to make the meals. Like I didn't really know how to make the pizzas. Like to a degree I did, but that was pretty much it. This is such a gross burger, and I'm not gonna take the other person's order because this why? I'm trying to like get both sides good on this, but like, it's so light. Big Bolly, my 4-star best customer. Okay, bro. Like, I was about to go to the kitchen, do my thing. What do you want, Mandy? Where's Billy? She said, you ain't bad, you ain't nothing. But I'm not gonna have the same tangent that like I did yesterday with the whole McDonald's burger thing, cause that was atrocious. I guess me if it isn't you. Dude, I got the burger mixed up. And now there's 2 more people already up the wazoo. Oh. Nah, you're gonna have to wait though. Cause man, I didn't mean to give up the burger. I genuinely did not mean to do that. That was not intentional. All these other ones should be good, and then this one should be good in a bit. Here we go. No. Alright. We're getting away. All right, I'll take her order, and then once I take her order, that should be it. I'm gonna work on Tony's order because his literally was the first one that I gotten. Bro, we got customers upon. I'm sorry, Wally T. I'm gonna have to make you wait though. Like I'm really deeply sorry. Okay. Now Biggie P's he's a big man. He's got places to go, got places to be. All right, so we're gonna make his burger first, right? You know what I'm saying? Nat, Bidat. Ooh, that's bad. Okay. Like my band director said, it doesn't gotta look pretty. As long as it's lined up, and so that way we can get off the field much faster. All right, I gotta like speed. I'm trying to speed blitz, man. There's so many people, bro. Like I understand we got customers, but like, dude, please. I'm trying to compensate right now. Wait. Yeah, and the burger, and then work back around. I'm sitting here like, dude, I don't know if I can keep doing this. Okay, man, I know it's the wait times, man. If we can just afford chairs, we can afford ding-dang posters, we can't afford chairs. Like, what's it? Make it make sense. I mean, I get it, yeah, posters are like $5. I got literally posters literally up the wazoo in the background, right? You're telling me that can't get one of these things? All right, Chuck's chilling. Bro, Tony's gonna be so mad, and I'm so sorry, Tony. Look at him. It's like one of those times where it's like, you know, whenever you get like a cut from the barbershop and you don't like the cut, but you know you have to say that it looks good because of your social insecurity. Yeah. Now, obviously, my barber always does a fine job, but there are some times where I'm just like, oh man, I kind of wish I could say something right now, but I know I can't because I know that I wouldn't know what I'm saying, so I would look stupid, and so that's why I wouldn't say anything. Not because I wouldn't look stupid, but it's because I don't even know what to say. Now, that burger's more than likely burnt. Look, Tony, look, T-Meister, you're gonna just get this burger, man. Alright. You know what? Forget this, man. Y'all obviously all been waiting for this. You've been wondering when was he gonna start throwing some random stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna start throwing. I'm sorry. Look, bro, you've been making me mad. Oh, whatever, man. Like, you're standing there, okay? Like, you just made me mad for no reason. Like, literally no reason. He's not done anything wrong. He was chill. He was a nice guy. He was a regular dude. And I, for some reason, just got upset. And then I just got mad at him. Like, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know why. He did nothing wrong. But yeah, I used to watch Super Mario Logan, man. And I also used to watch, you ever heard of Matthew GU4? So I'm pretty sure if y'all know SMG4, obviously, right? Tari and Psycho and Bob, the Garuda. Dude, I remember playing Majora's Mask. Like, I remember I replayed Majora's Mask, and I got to the Gerudo Town, and I sat there and I saw the Garo little like bandit, which is like these bandits that help with a bigger king or something like that. And then I thought to my head, I'm like, man, that's just Bob, bro. What are you talking about, man? And then I was like, oh, SMG4. Okay, you sly dog. You caught me monologuing. Like, Wally's gonna get a good burger. We're gonna conclude it for. What you mean, eh? That's 100% build station right there. That's a pure old swag B burger. Beard burger. And that hurt my chest a lot. Ow. Physically and emotionally, man. Why on earth you be doing this to me? I'm sick of this world and the family. I don't know how the song goes. But I do know is that Wally, let's just say next time, I'm gonna pick up my mic as nicely as possible. You're not gonna get mayo the next time. Alright? You know what you're gonna get? Ranch. Ranch. You're going to get ranch, Wally. R-A-N-C-H. Or what Sonic called it from Sonic for Hire. And he gave it a bunch of ranch. Nature Valley. What Sonic did wasn't Nature Valley Ranch. It was... Ew. Poor. Gross. Ew. Yeah. Claire! What are we doing, man? What day even is it, man? It's the 9th day? Oh, it's day 11. I was sitting here like, what do you mean? Look at all these people. Look at all these good people, man. Look at my man Wally, bro. The customer since day 1, man. Got the help. I don't need all this stuff. I don't need any of this. Wait. Actually, maybe need this a little bit. Okay. Be careful, you do an awful job. The star games will drop to 0. Oh, it actually paused the game. Thank the Lord. 'Cause I was sitting here like, I'm sorry, Claire. I thought I was making her wait the entire time. That's why I was sitting here like, well, what's up with y'all and these cold burgers? Like, you ever just went to a McDonald's one day and just said, man, I just want a cold burger, bro? No, you never did. Cause no one wants a cold burger. Alberto's got a big height stash on here. Who's Johnny? Who's Johnny? He's showing this guy Johnny like he's not supposed to know who he is. He's none of these other characters. This is Biggie P. Cheese and mayo. Numbers of burgers ordered 5 since day 4. Wally has ordered 9 straight burgers. You know, for an old guy, he's really chowing down. Like, Taylor, you need to catch up, man. And Chuck, too. Now, Kingsley, he just started, though. And Mitch also just started. But they need to catch up, man. This man Wally, since day 1, has ordered 9 straight burgers. This man has came to our establishment every single time, ordering the same stuff. I know, go said boo. But, like, Wally. William Walter Thompson, man. But now, I used to watch a guy named Matthew GU4. And Matthew GU4, I remember watching his videos, and they were really, really funny. I especially like I like the one where it was Mario, Luigi, and Toad. And they were telling scary ghost stories. That one was my favorite. I loved that. Because it was like, he's like, oh, and it's true, Todd. And when the pizza guy came, They forgot the mushrooms. What? Mario, that's not true. Oh, but it is so, Todd. And this clock till nuts. And it was such a stupid story. I liked them because, unlike SMG4, right, they actually had vocals. Like, they actually talked and stuff, right? And it wasn't just, straight random memes. It was always like dank memes, and I'm gonna be honest, I never liked that. Like the whole Doritos thing, I was not a big fan of that stuff. I did like hearing people talk. Like I did like that. So that's why I liked whenever they actually had voice acting, the dudes like talk and stuff. Do I know what they're doing now? As far as I know, like, I mean, they're doing okay. Like, I'm not saying that they're like, they're not, they don't do the same thing. I think that they kind of like resided, but, so no more SMG like content, but I think they found happiness in something else, which is cool. I just didn't like that. I think I heard allegedly, all right? So I could be wrong about all of this. But they said that SMG4 was trying to make it so when people did like the Garry's mod like models, like how they did with like Mario having the green screen in the back and, you know, pretty much making the camera and stuff, that they were going to try to copyright them because they were the ones doing that originally. And that is obviously stupid because that's the equivalent of like, if I, like, you know, when I do those little like meme things where I make the memes go back and forth and stuff for the animations. That's like if I said for my animations, I started copyright striking people because they did the same thing as me. Like that, you see how like stupid that sounds? That doesn't sound right. Like, I don't know why you would copyright strike somebody simply because they have the same style of animation as you. You know what I mean? Like, that's weird. Like, it's not the same exact, but like, you know, like trying something like that. It doesn't make any sense. Cause then I would get tackled by Philly on Mars. Cause that's who I literally used as my first reference for the Adventure Quest. I used that as a reference for Philly on Mars. And then ever since then, I just kind of been trying to replicate that same thing. And each time I'm trying to get better on trying to do the cuts and stuff. With recently this time, you know, fun fact, I put on a post, a YouTube post, but it was 150 gigs, right, for the whole video, right? And I know it sounds like, whoa, for an hour, 150 gigs, what were you downloading, like 4K HD? Even then it shouldn't be that much. And it wasn't. It was because I was downloading, I think it was like DNxHR, which, to this day, I still don't know really any of those quality types because I'm not a cameraman, right? I'm a tactician, not a field man. I am not a field man. But I was trying to learn how all this stuff worked because I'm like, well, if I'm going to get an editor one day, I would at least love to at least know some of this stuff. Stop coming into my store. I had to finish that last part because somebody was going to take that wildly out of context and that'd be kind of gross. But it would be really funny. And I would love to see the video if it was made. I did like Matthew G4. I really miss that guy a lot. Like, there was so many other YouTubers I used to watch. Like, I did remember watching those Sonic plushes. I remember also watching, whatchamacallit, there was one YouTuber. He used to do Rayman Origins. When the Rayman Origins was like first taking off, I remember he did Let's Plays on it. It was the one, it's the guy that's got the theme was like na 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 na. And I'm like, oh yeah, I like that guy. He had the Link, and then the Link got attacked by the chickens from Rayman 3 HD. Dude, I remember I used to watch him a lot. And then he actually was one of the reasons why I actually went out and bought Rayman Origins. That was like my first ever bought video game that I paid with my own money. The only reason why I didn't 100% it, you may be wondering, is because I didn't want to do the time trials. Because as a kid, I thought that stuff was like cringe and terrible and just stupid to really do. But then come my middle school year, I bought Rayman Legends, and I 100%ed that on the Switch, the base game, that is. You're probably like, what do you mean by the base game? Well, apparently they decided to be funny and added this thing called Murphy's Touch, and it's where you make Murphy go through the stage. A character named Murphy, who normally gives you helpful, useful tips, goes around the stage and starts telling, like, you know, playing it like as if you were playing him. The problem is that the AI is too stupid to really realize what at all is going on. And so, like, half the times you'll make Murphy do something, and Murphy will just go in a whole entire different direction. Even though you clearly see a teensy right there, he'll just go to a different direction. And that's why I was like, well, this is a Switch exclusive, so I technically already beat this game. And I did. They were like, yeah, if you already got to that, you did. I collected all the teensies, the looms, all this stuff, like all this stuff. Right. It was just Dewey Murphy's touch was like the last thing, and I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to go through all that. But was the game fun? Yeah, I love Rayman. It was like a really fun game. I know some people didn't like Origins, and I can see that to an extent. I mean, I know, like, I'm not gonna try to let nostalgia be a B word right now, but I'll tell you that, like, Rayman 3 was good. I loved Rayman 3. Rayman 2, I remember playing on the iPod. That was like one of the like demos I was able to play as a kid too. That game was fun. But the only thing I didn't like was Rayman throwing these like orbs and like you like smack him around. His frames were kind of stupid, so like it just wouldn't work. I also have it on my 3DS because they actually ported it over to the 3DS, which is pretty interesting. But nah, dude, like Origins be going crazy. Like the music, bro. If they could give me the OST for that music, bro, I would listen to it all day. Like the underwater thing, the beta bada dee badi, beta bada bee baby, yeah beta wah wah, beta wah, bro. Stop it. It was me, a fatback TV in the back, that one I put for the whatchamacallit, for the Metal Slug 3 on the football video. That's the exact TV that I used to play that on. The exact TV. Like word to word that I used to play it on. I have it on my original, I mean not my original Xbox. I have it on my Xbox Series S, but my cousin's currently using my Series S. But he might, I think he said he's gonna give it back in a bit because he has no use for it right now. All right, Kingsley's got his meal. Let's see what he rates it. I didn't like that noise. Okay, bro. And then he spoke. I can't give it to everybody in such an orderly, fashionable manner of time. Like Alberto's probably sitting there smiling, but I know that bum is he's gonna give me a bad timing. He's gonna be like, if someone shrug my shoulders at me, I'd be sick. I've had my fair share, cause I've had some weird people on the oh, whatever. Also, that's a funny number, but whatever. Come on, Marty, let's party. We just need to get that ding dang waiting up. Like, it's so hard to get up, man. Guys are so stingy with it. 500 more points. To the shop. And we can't buy anything right now. We could buy a coffee stand? What about some chairs? Dates well. What we got? Claire. Right, rhymes with chair. I wish you had a little bit more viability. Cause I remember the pizza job, like, dude, like, the job was tough, right? Cause not only was it, like, the chores, but it was also the customers. So the customers are some of the employees. So not only did you have to deal with a little bit of customers, but you also had to deal with a little bit of employees. And then my friend was trying to cope with it, be like, well, you know, you always get those few guys that might say something. I'm like, no, dude, it's like every single person I go talk to, bro. Like, I remember I had one lady, literally, I call on the phone, right, because I was learning, like, you know, phones, and I was starting to get the hang of it. And one of the ladies that called, it was pretty much asking why on earth do I have to pay more to send a driver, right? You know, one of these guys, right? And I'm telling her, I'm like, well, you know, because, you know, the money, the gas and stuff like that. But she's like, yeah, but why? I'm like, well, I can't really disclose all that. She's like, okay, but why? The lady just kept talking and talking, making this whole, she made this whole conspiracy theory that we were secretly taking money from these people just because. And I was sitting here like, yeah, because I want to sit here and make a worse deal out of my job to go and start writing down people's credit cards and stealing their money. Yeah, that's not something like that I would do. In fact, that's not even a stereotype. I'm just sitting here so confused. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? But then, once I went quiet and I started like putting the phone slowly down, she was like, see, you're quiet. That's right. I win. Bye-bye. And then the moment she said that, but I shut it. I shut it. I was so sick. That's how sick I got. Cause I'm like, bro, I can't take this, man. I'm about to become another NPC model, man. I'm about to crash out. I never crashed out, cause I don't know. I just don't believe in I won't say I don't believe in, but like, I don't think destroying things. Like, I don't like destroying stuff. Like, I don't mean like not destroying stuff. Like, some stuff could be really cool to break, but I'm talking about, and there goes the glitch again. Like a computer. I've seen people do like rage quits and they just like destroy their monitors and stuff. I just think that's really stupid. Cause I'm like, look, I've seen someone actually rage. I had a cousin, I'm not gonna disclose all this stuff, but he gets really passionate in football games. Like really, really passionate. like so passionate, he'll start like yelling and screaming and stuff. That dude's really into the game, and I understand being competitive and junk, right? You know, I'm all for it, but man, you can't just go around breaking things. Like he'll literally literally broke one of my his like PlayStation controller, and I was like, oh man, nah, bro, I messed all of this. I'm messing all of this up. I am not focused. It's because this ding dang meter's in the way. Systemic pressures. So yeah, there was that. Another big one I would say that I've had was there was one time where me and my friends were gonna go to San Antonio, right? Yes, San Diego, San Antonio, right? We actually went out there, and before that, my GM told me I had to work for the day. The new GM, right? And I'll be honest, I was not a big fan of him. And so, when I was, I guess, like doing my thing, right, I was about to take a lady from the window. Someone called, right, and made me wanted their order and stuff. So I was taking their order and trying to get to the window as fast as I could. And then the lady at the window, she just drove off. She didn't honk. She didn't alert to get my attention. She just drove off. So I was like, oh, okay, no big deal. Literally about to be 10 minutes and I'm about to be done with my shift. A lady, let's just say Queso would be jealous on how bad she ruptured the whole entire tiles in the floor, right? Stomping and stomping, walking through the store. She pushes the doors, breaks the door. I'm like, oh my goodness, she's stomping through, making cracks into the earthquake. I mean, the equator. And I'm like, I'm sitting here trying not to chuckle, right? And there's this boy, this dude's like 50 years old, but there's this dude, we'll call him, Ego, right? My man Ego, look, to give you a little bit of background lore, me and Ego, we were on the best terms, right? Every time that I would be on the oven, he used to be oven man. And so whenever I was doing oven for the most part, he just would always watch me and gorilla stance over the cutting counter and would critique every single minute detail that I would do, down to a T. Even if I got everything right, he would still be like, well, you could have done that faster. It was so stingy. I just didn't like it, but I still, no matter what, tried my best to at least convey. Because at first I was like, I hate this guy. I want him to be fired. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna work with this guy. And I did. And eventually, he went from being really, really annoying and getting on my nerves to actually being one of my better friends at that job. So then I was actually cool with him. And we were actually chilling. They even told me I was literally the first person that ever made him smile. Literally. Because I made a joke to him, and he was like, Trey, what you talking about, man? I was like, hey, there you go, nothing much to it, man. Because I was talking about like some mops and spinning it around and stuff like that. And he genuinely was happy. I was super happy that I made him happy. Because at the end of the day, I mean, what's the, like, I don't know. I usually like giving people smiles. Because I don't know, it just feels better. Because a lot of people now are negative, like really mean to each other. And I'm like, well, we don't need all this meanness. We can be at least a little happy, right? I mean, we're only on here for so long, right? And so we were cool with each other. So he was mopping, doing his thing right in the front, right? I'm sitting here, cooking, filleting, right? I'm not a big fan of the GM. Now, the first GM, she cool. She was harsh, but she was fair, right? And we all agree with that. She was harsh but fair, right? But then she had to go move, and she's doing better positions. She's like probably like in Montana or something like right now. But then there was a new guy. New guy was a little weird, little fruity, little wanting to get to my booty, and I was like, I'm good, sir. But what's it called? And so we're obviously not on good terms. He's trying to make a lot of conversation with me. I'm just not really rocking with his vibe. It's one of those vibes where it's like, oh, I'm being nice, but I still kind of want something from you. Like, it's just not a vibe I'm trying to rock with, right? Plus, he did, those like vapor sticks. He smoked one into his mouth, and he puffed it right in my face. And I could not tell you how badly I wanted to deck somebody in the face. That's probably the first time ever I genuinely wanted to have another reaction with a punch, right? I've never, like, that has to be the most rarest loot crate box of me getting that angry. And I do not ever want to get that angry again. But I was about to lose it, bro. You're probably thinking he's like some like old dude. Dude is like probably like, I think like 3, maybe 4 years older than me. And that's why I was like, bruh, we're literally near the same age range, dude, at this rate. But whatever, right? So he's making the pizzas, and I'm on the oven, and then that lady comes in, right? Lady comes in, she's stomping and stuff. I'm sitting here trying not to cackle, and then she goes up to my man Ego and is like, "Were you the one at the drop?" And at first I was sitting there laughing. I went from laughing to being like, So you've chosen the worst day to come at night. I was about to clap back with some yelling too. And I don't, confrontation, just not a thing. Like, right, I've always been like usually a shy little boy, mainly introverted, doing all that stuff. But I really was about to say something. Cause I was like, I wanted to be like, can I help you, ma'am? Like, the flip, you're just gonna come into the store, not only yell, but yell at my boy. Like, he writes books. He literally wrote a book about it was like the strategies in Dallas and how the like battle could have won and stuff. Like, he's actually a real like actual author, and he gives the money that he's gotten from these books back to hospitals. And I'm gonna put the picture of like the book or whatever if I can find it on Amazon again. Lady's yelling at him, and then the moment I'm just like, that's what I pulled. I looked at her sternly and coughed, and she full on looked over to him, darted right, and then said, "You!" And I was like, "Oh shoot!" I'm like, "Oh no, what's gonna happen?" In my head, but I still held my ground. Where hope can be found. And I'm sitting here like, there's no way that I'm about to get like attacked right now. And she's like, pretty much, she's venting her whole entire frustration because I didn't go to the window. Keep in mind, like I said before, she did not knock on the window, she didn't honk, she didn't do nothing to get my attention. She just simply sat there and then drove off, and then 20 minutes later came back and then made a whole hissy-fissy about the whole matter. And so she's going on, she's like, cause I'll be honest, I turned most of it out, I wasn't really caring. And then she was like, "You saw me at the window, didn't you?" I said, "No." And then she was like, "You liar! You would have saw if you didn't have those headphones in your ears." And I want to be like,
ma'am, well, actually, they're actually called earbuds because they're AirPods that are literally in my ear, and even then it's like just how do I say this? One AirPod, and I was talking to my friend, which you should probably get.
"You big okay, I'm not gonna go do that far because there's gonna be some people that's gonna be like, "Oh, what you what's wrong with San Antonio women?" I'd be like, "Look, bro, okay, Charles Barkley already made the jokes, so I can't go around here saying this. Plus, I'm not 16 anymore, and I can't do all that stuff, right?" But at the same time, what did Jeff say? Oh yeah, it was a moment on the lips is a lifetime on the hips, and I was like, "Dang, Jeff, you're cooked." But yeah, she went through a whole entire thing, said the AirPod stuff, and then the GM tried to like defend me being like, "Well, he was taking the phone." And then she was like, "It doesn't matter. He still had those things in his ears." And I'm just like, ugh. So I got done. I just went to the back because I'm like, bruh, I'm not going to sit here and hear all of this. I'm just going to go to the back and chill. And then she had finally left and then just kept pointing to the back, trying to get me back out there. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to make you be a front while I sit here and have to deal with this because I have to do my job. And then he gives her the pizza and leaves. And I'll be honest, I hate whenever he would do that. I'm like, man, just reimburse her money. Don't give her the pizza. Tell her that she can't come in here and get what she wants. And then once all that went over, he's like, "I'm sorry that happened." I told him, I was like, "That's literally what I get." I said, "It's okay. That's literally what I get from minding my own business, is just trying to do my job." I'm sorry, Chuck. Like I said, that's what I get from minding my own business, trying to do my job, man. The waiting is down atrociously, man. I need to fix this, okay? I am just doing terrible when it comes down to the waiting. Yeah. Oh, it said ticket handler. I thought it said tickle handler, and I was like, what does that even mean, dude? Ad time. We still don't have enough money for nothing. Carlo Romano. This guy looking a little dapper with it. Pretty sick. Day 13. Be nice to my customer today. I'm gonna take his order, see what he got. Got a bun. Got a bit of patty. Got a bit of cheese. Whoa. Hey, wait, what? Why would you enclose your bun? Just remove the bun and then just put the patty and then the cheese. And why would you put another bun? Hey, it ain't my burger. That's all I can say. It ain't my burger. So then the manager's trying to just ease the pain or whatever. And I'm just like, it's whatever. The next customers to come in were my friends. And I felt like I was like in a Persona 5 moment where like, something bad happened and then your friends come in and help you. And they're like, "Dang, I'm sorry that happened, man." And I'm like, "It's cool, man." But I was really happy to see my friends. When I saw them, I was like, oh yeah, what I'm doing all this for. So I can finally go on that trip and then we can chill and stuff. Then I closed the shift and stuff. And I had to ask my boy Ego. I was like, "Yo, man, you good?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm good." At first I was sitting here like, I know she ain't yelling at me. I was like, I miss that man. He's doing good right now. He's at his other job, flipping cards and stuff like that. I'm like, "Hey man, I would love to play that." He's like, "Yeah, it's like video games." I was like, "Okay, man." Hey, that man may have been 50 years old. Man was good in my book. Man was good in my book. This dude went from like not really caring about his job either, because this dude was sitting here like always just trying to pretty much throw caution to the random wind, right? But then he started actually taking his job a little bit more seriously, I think, when I started coming along. So it actually was really nice to go through all that. So would I recommend it? No, but there were always good moments during that time. Always some fun times, man. Like, oh man, I could literally go on all day, man. But like, y'all came here for the Papa Louie's, man. Like that's what I'm trying to like mainly convey here. I'm still disgusted by that burger, that #1 burger, bro. That's just gross. All right, no more taking tickets. All right, that's my problem. I keep taking all these tickets, and then I keep getting distracted, and we keep ruining everything. All right, so I'ma just focus on the burger. Not like that. I'm obviously gonna still talk. Gotta keep you entertained. But like, I'm talking about not just taking their orders. Like, see that? I'm not taking that. Boy Who Cried Wolf. I gotta put okay, so Carlo is 96 right now. Then that means I'm doing pretty well so far in building the speed on this burger. But yeah, overall the experience was something I would like. When it was bad days, it was bad days. Like Rush, don't even start on Boost Week, man. Him and the coach, it was like Kaido and Big Mom when it came down to just sheer like positivity, happiness. Like, yeah, it's so gross. It was so gross. If you want more, I'll probably tell you more. But man, oh, and I would say one more thing. One more bad time I actually had was it was this guy that I was taking an order from, and he was mad because he had a complaint. And the complaint was that the driver had made it to his designation to his garage, but the problem was that he apparently it was cold, right? And he had saw the driver leave, right? And I was telling him, I was like, you know, you saw the driver leave. He's like, yes. He pretty much was a 7-1 in another thing, because he said that the food was cold, despite him literally seeing the driver drop the food. So it was like, what are you talking about? And then I'm like, well, I'm sorry that happened. You know, we'll probably give you your money and stuff and all that stuff, or like, you know, won't happen again. And then he was upset. This was a guy who was stubborn. This dude was like, oh no. Yeah, apparently my D&D persuasion didn't work, right? My usual nat 20. Apparently I hit a 19 this time. He's like, oh, no. You know, he said, whoa, ho, stop the car. We got an emergency, can't you see? He said, you think this is going to be just a simple write-off, you know, just simple and never happen again. No, I want something in return. I'm like, well, I will give you something in return, but guess what? You don't I was like, you don't yell at me like that. That's how mad I was getting, okay? Because I'm like, you're yelling at me as if I'm the one who literally went to your house and sat down the thing. I did no such thing. You're yelling at the wrong person. And he was like, oh, dang. Man. Oh. I was like, oh, man. See, that's why I don't like being mean, man. It puts a bad mood, a bad taste. Like, that's why I don't like that. I'm saying it's just gross. But, then he was like, I was like, I'll just get my manager and we'll just do all that. He's like, okay. And then, I didn't tell him. What? Because he made me mad. Okay, that's how stingy I was being right there. I know that was bad. I know some people are going to be like, oh, well, that was terrible. But if you actually were in the situation, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. I just was not trying to rock with that. No dragons were being rocked that day. He called back. The manager got it. Said that they're apologetic. And then he gave him the food. I'm just like, why don't you just reimburse him the money? You don't give him his food, right? But he's like, we kind of got to do that. I mean, I get it, but like, he yelled at us. Like, literally yelled at us. Like, how would he like it if I went to his house and then he was my Uber driver, and then because he hit like one bump and it didn't do anything or spill my coffee or nothing, I got mad? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's the whole thing. I just don't like that. But then he gave him his food, and that put a bad taste in my mouth. I was pretty much saying like, man, now we pretty much got to take it up the wazoo and pretty much be like, oh, we're sorry, you know, the customer's always right, da-da-da-da-da. That's such a stupid saying. I still hate that saying to this day. Whoever invented that, I hope that they genuinely, like, their cause of being deceased was that they jumped off a bridge with no water in it. They hit up with straight rocks and, you know, other things that are in the ocean or a river or a bridge. What's really in a bridge? Like rocks? But yeah, those are like probably my top 3 like worst times. Everything else was like just a blur, or like it wasn't really that big or drastic. But those 3 times were the biggest and drastic ones. If I had to rate it on a scale of what to what, the one with the lady saying that I'm right and making that conspiracy theory, that's top 3 obviously. That's number 3. Number 2 would have to be, I would say number 2 would be what's it called? The guy on the phone. If we're talking in terms of confrontation, number 2 would have to be the lady who called me up for the earbuds actually, because at least with that, she just kind of pretty much, I guess, just wanted her stuff, I guess. Big bag. I don't care. I'm not trying to play nice. I'm not trying to play, oh, sensitivity. I'm not playing that, all right? No, because she was being mean, and she decided to do all that. And I'm like, oh, tough fire. And then that's when I decided to go with tough fire, okay? You can be mad at me all you want to. It doesn't matter. I obviously, I'm not going to make all that stuff the entire time. It's just like, it's the principle, man. It's the principle. The principle, man. The principle. And then the number 1 was being that guy on the phone, because that's when I actually did get like genuinely mad at somebody. But there have been times where I've turned a situation around and gotten somebody to be happy. For example, there was one dude who had a stiff shoulder, and he was talking about him being really mad. Like, he's like, man, I'm just trying to get my pizza, man. I'm like, hey, I know. I'm just trying to simply understand what you're saying. And then I talked to him the whole way through, and then he felt really, really bad towards the end. He's like, man, I'm sorry, man. Like, you've been nice to me this entire time, and you put up with me for so much. I got a stiff shoulder, you know, the stuff isn't going right. I'm like, I get it, bro. And he's like, thanks, man. You know what? Just for you, I'm gonna give you a $20 tip. And he gave me a $20 tip. He literally gave me a $20 tip. They came back with the money, and they gave me the $20. And it was like a little thank you. I felt so happy. So, you know, it's the little things that counts, man. I know him, and there was a little boy who I used to make laugh, along with his grandmother and stuff, because they would come into the restaurant, and I would like throw jokes at him. I'd be like, I was talking to him about these hot wings, because he was like talking about like, I want some hot wings. And she's like, I don't know. I was like, oh, you sure? They're really, really spicy. He's like, come on, Grandma, can I get some hot wings? He's like, all right, you know, I'll give him a little hot wings. So I got him a little bit of hot wings. He's like, thank you. And then I was like, oh, you're leaving without your change. It was like $10. And he's like, oh, you can keep the change. And then I'm like, you sure? She's like, yeah, you can keep the change. He said that he wanted you to keep the change. I was like, oh, well, thank you. And I smiled so happily to myself. I almost cried, because I was like, wow. What happens when you give nice integrity? Feel it. So we're actually going really, really smoothly in this game mode right now. Like, actually drastically smoothly. But I think I might have messed up right here, because I meant to go hit it. Oh, no, I'm doing good. I see the meter. This part always confused me, because I always thought, like, do you have to have the full thing colored blue, or is it just the one part colored in blue? Because, like, I don't know, man. Top of my throat is... That's... The roof of my mouth is itchy. I wish I could just shift the burger a little bit. Just a little bit. Can I get a little bit? Okay, bruh. Stay mad. One long slice of pickle. Le mustard. And hamburgeressa. I still don't understand why to this day they want cold burgers. Bruh, stop egging me. Alright? Final day will end off here. I'm trying to at least get like always like 7 days in this. Burgers, God, look how tall that burger is in the bag. That's one dastardly looking burger. But to be fair, Big Polly's done worse. Brotherly stacked it to the menu, so I mean, there is that. Day is never finished. Master's gonna be working. Someday master set me free. Me and this girl Allison got sent to the front of the store, and we were told to clean the store, and it was just me and her. Everybody else was in the back, literally sitting and chit-chatting. I'm sitting here like, bruh, ain't no way. So I'm having we're sweeping up, and I'm like, yo, Allison. She's like, what? I'm like, you want to sing that South Park song? She's like, all right, sure. And we were like, days never finished. Just got us working. Bro, we were the only 2 people of darker skin complexion doing the work up in the front, bro. And I was like, man, this is so wrong. Oh my goodness, man. Fun times. Everybody else is, I don't think nobody else really works at that place. There's probably like one person. I think there's like one person. One person works at that same restaurant. But all my friends have all moved on to different places and went to different buildings. So it really only lasted for like literally last year. From February to like August. That's as long as that really lasted. Everybody else just kind of like resigned and then started going away and going through their separate lives. I'm like, oh no. You kidding me? There's a Where Are They Now segment? I'll tell you where they are. They're in the bottom of the ocean. Are you crazy? I don't know, this newer stuff kind of feels a little... It feels weird. Like, I'm not saying like, oh no, it's because he does new video games. It just like, it feels like, I don't know. It feels off. It feels like something's missing, but you don't know what it is. It's like when you go onto a beach or like a trip, right, to anywhere, right? And it's like you know that you got everything, but you feel like you're missing something. And you just don't know what it is, only to realize that you've had it all along. That's what it feels like. It's like something that's there, but it's always been there, but you don't know what it is. Okay, maybe that didn't really make any sense, but it feels weird. It's like the same dude, same stuff, same crack of wise, but it's just the way how the delivery goes. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just the stuff, I don't know what it is, man. It just doesn't feel right. There's other people that I usually watch anyways. So, I mean, there's that when they get me entertained. I love my man PBG, oh, so many burgers to take, man. Like Taylor and his egregious burger. You can put in ketchup and mustard, mix it together. Ketchup and mustard together is not a thing. Nor is mayo chup. I used to think mayo chup was pretty much like Chick-fil-A sauce. It's not Chick-fil-A sauce. It is mayonnaise and ketchup mixed together, which is a very gross combination. I would not recommend that to anybody in America, South America, Africa, pretty much all the continents, all 20 continents. So Alberto wants his thing, and Penny wants her thing. There are like 10 people? There are not 10 people waiting in this line. 7, 6, 5. Yeah, I'm about to say, there is no way there's 10 people waiting in this line. The amount of like assured I was kind of crazy. Now, I will admit, some of the building in this that I'm trying to do is not good. I'll say that. Hey, I know someone's sitting here like, finally, Swag Murder Bits when he's wrong. The building, bro, that I'm doing right now, not it. He's probably sitting there like, oh my goodness, bro, I just got a burger. Now I realize I already prepped these burgers. This is some McDonald's burgers, all right? I literally cooked this before you even came into this establishment, before you even conceived as an idea of a customer. I was already doing this. So what I'm saying is, you ain't special. See, Taylor gets it. He understands. Even though things kind of burnt. Like, why y'all want these specific temperature burgers? You know what I mean? That's gross. Why you want a slightly cooked burger? I get it for, like, I guess sensitivity in your teeth, right? But, like, I mean, it's still the same grease and stuff and thing. And, you know what I mean? It's that ding dang grill station part, which I'll admit was on me. I did kind of slightly burn that. I know Ghost did say boo. Cheese. Burger. Cheese. Oh, yeah. Burger. Cheese. Put that mayo in between his burger. What is burger? Whoa. Come on, Biggie B. You're my star customer. Ew. Coffee. Hey, Kingsley! I didn't know he's actually a part of soul lore in this game. So we're gonna get, I think this is Alejandro's, Alberto's, Trompeta. Look, bro, Luca needs a Vespa, bro. Like, I don't know what to really tell you, man. Alright. What do you mean? Whoa, what do you mean? I'm gonna try this one really fast. I'm gonna do number 9's ticket. Flip it and put this one on the bottom. If this ding dang meter wasn't in the way. Buns, ketchup, pickle, G, oh man, that's what it do. Yugi. I need to play me some Duel Links someday. Alright, burgers are done. Get a little bit of cheese on there. Another burger on here. A bit of cheese on there. Tomato. Bun. Send it! send in the clips on how it went. That's probably the first time I've ever referenced a video of my own. Like that's probably the first ever time. You probably mark this down. Maybe, I don't know, there's probably gonna be some, I know there's gonna be that one guy, and I'm gonna love that guy, right? Because I love, you know, the research. So like your stuff will not go unnoticed if you show it to me, right? But the amount of times, if that was my first ever one, and they probably make a Wikituber and be like, he claimed that he said this, but actually it was that. What you mean, man? Dissing the good hard work, man. Airtime. That will do it for today, man. Nah, but that'll do it. Like I said, that'll do it for today. If you like this stuff, be sure to let me know in the comments on what other game you want to see me play on the side. And with that being said, this is Swag Brother drinking his apple juice that he got from his mom, and saying to beware and take care.